that win. All right, well, welcome everybody. This is take 2 of our Punta Cana training. I am so excited that you guys are here. I know it's kind of a wonky time, but we will have it on the replay so that you can share it and listen to it again if you need to. But the reason why I'm doing this is several people asked me to, first of all. And another reason is I just want you to be prepared because we will be going into this qualification time starting on Monday. And I want you to be set up for success. And now, because Debbie and I and some other people were in Cancun, we did, at our last incentive trip, we did get some insider scoop on what it takes to get to Punta Cana. And I was saying earlier, before the recording, is whenever I see the qualifications for something, I do take like a little, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do that. But then I just take a deep breath. I look at the qualifications. I decide, okay, am I going to do it or am I not? And then I go for, okay, what are the activities that I need to do on a regular basis in order to get there? And another reason why I'm doing this is because this last incentive trip, I made the decision to go. And then, you know, it was like October, November, December, then life happens, right? Christmas and then the New Year's and a whole bunch of life happened for me. And it was ending in January. So I got off to a good start, but then it really slowed down during the Christmas season. And I found myself during the middle of January just going, oh, well, you know what, maybe it's just not meant for me to go to Cancun. Well, then some of my teammates were earning the trip. And I said, oh, no, Christy needs to be there. I'm their leader and I need to be there. So I don't want you to get the end of the qualification period and you have people on your team. And because of whatever reason, you don't go, because I think it's really important that we're always leading by example. And to me, I have extreme FOMO too. So I couldn't stand to see Debbie and all the people that were on the trip with their pictures and me going, oh, I should have just helped a few more people, right? And, you know, really, how selfish is that of me? And I was explaining earlier that our Cancun trip, we had 6 qualifiers, and between the 6 of us, we helped well over 130 people. So that's exciting. And just think of that ripple effect. So when we all make a decision to go to Punta Cana, think of how many people we're going to help during this incentive trip. Okay, so I made some notes. I don't have all this written by heart, but I want you to ask your questions in the chat. I want to make sure everything's crystal clear for you guys. And then, or you can unmute at the end, okay? So the qualification period is going to be April 29th through September 1st. Okay, write that down, April 29th to September 1st. Now that's an 18 week. So I broke this all down for you. It's an 18-week challenge, okay, 18 weeks. So the trip for 2, so this is set up a little bit differently, how you can earn it and how the qualifications work. The trip for 2 is 60 points. Now the trip for 2, the flight for 1 is paid for, the flight for the other one is not, okay? If you want both flights paid for, get 85 points. Okay, now remember, this is an all-inclusive trip. So we have a couple ladies here that went to the same location with the previous company. I heard it's phenomenal. I earned it with the previous company and then I switched companies, so I didn't get to go. So I'm really excited I get a second chance here. So again, April 29th to September 1st, and then it's an 18-week period. And trip for 2 is 1 airfare included, 60 points, 2 airfare included, trip for 2 is 85 points, okay? Now, if you are a first-time senior director, I don't think we have any senior directors on the Zoom right now, but if you're catching on the replay and you're not yet a senior director, get to senior director and all the other points don't matter. You just need to maintain senior director status for 6 weeks, but it doesn't have to be consecutive. Okay, so get to senior director ASAP as soon as you can, and how you're doing that is by helping other people get to manager and director and the volume. And then you just need to maintain senior director for 6 weeks, doesn't have to be consecutive. Okay, so that's that. Now, the trip is going to be November 6th through the 10th. So it's a 5 days at Punta Cana. And it's our official incentive trip for our 20th year anniversary that anybody can go to. You don't have to be a leader to be on this trip. Okay, so that is pretty exciting. And think about this. That is never, ever going to happen again, that we're going to be at a 20th anniversary incentive trip. And hopefully David, for some reason, was not able to attend with us. Is there somebody? Hold on, I'm going to get him. I got him. David wasn't able to attend this event, to Cancun, which was kind of a bummer, but I'm sure he had a really good reason. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be at this next one because it's the 20th anniversary of our company. It's actually November 10th is actually our 20th anniversary to the day. Okay. So now what I'm going to encourage you to do is, if you decide that this is something that you want to go for after this Zoom, I want you to just really, you chose to be here tonight. Now I want you just to take that next step further and commit to it. Commit to, no matter what, I'm going to do the activity that I need to do every day in order to make that happen. Commit to it and then conquer it. By committing to it, you're going to conquer whatever it is that you're setting yourself up to achieve, whether it's a trip for one or a trip for two. And if you'd like, I'm talking about a trip for one tonight on how to get the points, but shoot, aim high. We always say aim high because you never know. Aim for the 85 and oh gosh, you got 60. Now you have the trip for two with one airfare plate paid for. That's a good thing. So so prepare too. So if you don't have a passport, go get one like you're going on the trip. Just believe that you're going on the trip. Don't wait till the last minute to go get a passport. Make sure your passport's updated, that it doesn't expire. I've seen that happen to people before where they earned a trip and their passport expired and they had to figure out how to make that happen. So make sure your passport is good and that you have one. Set the dates on your calendar like you're going to go. Okay, so this is true, like truly making that commitment. So write on your calendar. I did that earlier today. I'm going to Punta Cana. I wrote down the dates, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th of November. I'm gone. I'm out of the country. So with many of you guys. So do that. Put it on there and believe that you're going to do it. I recommend that you have accountability partners, somebody that's going to hold you accountable on a daily basis or weekly basis, however you want to do it, to make sure that you guys are doing the right activity. So I'll give you an example for my health and my nutrition goals. I have an accountability partner. We text each other every night. No sugar, and I did my ab workout today. Now, if I didn't have her, trust me, there'd be plenty of days where I would cheat with my sugar and that I would not do my ab workout. But since like she just texts me tonight and I'm like, oh crap, I still got to get my ab workout done because she did it. So I got to do it. She's my accountability partner. I need to text her and say, hey, I got it done. So accountability partners are very powerful. And it's not to be like, oh, shame on you. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. But it's just to really add that another layer of accountability so that you can achieve the goals that you're looking for. Now, focus on the activity. Don't ever focus on the results. Just focus on the activity every single day. So what I'm going to be doing is Teresa and I made a script. I like the script. You can edit the script, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to follow the rule of 5. So I'm going to send out 5 text messages every single day. Now, these are going to be, and you can ask me for, or your senior director or your SPD, because there's going to be people that will catch us on the replay. Ask your SPD for the tracker that I'm going to talk about and also for the script. So I'm going to be texting out 5 messages a day. Now, the reason why I'm just going to literally go through my phone because I think a lot of you heard me say this, but I'm going to say it again. When I was in Cancun, the last day I was there, there's a girl that's in my phone that I didn't share with. And she is a chiropractor for humans and pets. Okay, she was on my team in a previous company. I didn't reach out to her. She earned the trip for 2 to Cancun, and she's not on my team. So I made a decision that day that I'm going to go through my phone, starting with I'm going to get a notebook and I'm going to literally text 5 people a day. Because here's the thing, they're going to hear about it from somebody. And why not hear about it from you? I wish that she was on my team because I know, first of all, she's in Minnesota. That's my hometown. I would love to have a team in Minnesota. Well, we probably do, right? Minnesota ladies, we probably do have some team in Minnesota. But yeah, it was just a huge lesson learned, and that's happened to me. I have to say numerous times where I've seen somebody at a convention or event, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm so glad you're with us, and I'm like, darn, I wish they were on my team because they're like an executive director or something amazing. So don't let that happen to you. And don't focus on like, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? Just focus on getting the information out. We're sharing, Therese is now sharing the Dr. Jen video. If you don't have it, let me know. But that video is really good. It's a tool that we didn't have before. And first of all, it's a doctor. Second of all, it's pretty short. It talks about X39. And it also just a real little blurb about the business. And it's short and concise. And then using frequencypatchesinfo.com as a follow-up. If they want, you ever have people that are like, I want to do my research. Oh, great. I have a good link for you. frequencypatchesinfo.com. You can do all the research that you want in there. But we never had a tool like Dr. Jen's video, and it's very good if you haven't seen it. So that's what we're going to be doing, and that's what's in that text message. Now, I broke it up. We have 126 days for this qualification starting Monday. I'm going to start doing my text messages on Friday because if somebody comes back to me on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I'm not putting them in until Monday. I'm just saying. So, so I'm starting on Friday, get a few days ahead of time. So it's 126 days if you start on Monday, okay? That's 18 weeks. We already talked about that. If you do 5 a day, that's 630 exposures. 630 exposures. Now, if you get less than 10% of those people that say, yes, I want to try the patches, yes, I want to work the business with you, less than 10% is all we need to get to the trip for 2 with 1 ticket, okay? So I'm pretty sure if we all do 5 a day, that's 630 exposures during this qualification period. If you look in your phone and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see how many people you have on your phone. There's a lot, okay? So when people say, I don't know anybody, look through your phone, look through Facebook. The reason why I'm starting with my phone first is because if you send too many messages that are similar in Messenger, you'll get put in Facebook jail, okay? I may have been there once or twice. So just be really careful with that. But that is, that's how I broke it down. And then that is literally getting 3.33 points per week. Okay, so we always want to work per week. 3.33 points per week. Now, do your points all have to come from new enrollments? No, they don't. Okay, because we have other ways that you can earn points. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you. Oh, and by the way, look for the corporate email. It's coming out soon. So here's how you can also earn points, which I love this. Okay, so new customers, new brand partners. We know that you'll get a point. Now we're not getting 3 points this time. We're getting a point for every customer, whether it's a PC or preferred customer. And then silver, I believe, is 1, gold is 2, and diamond is 3, I believe. Take a look at the qualifications. Upgrades. So if you have anybody that's that needs to upgrade, I believe, and don't quote me on this, but if they're bronze and go to silver, you get a point. When they go to silver to gold, you're going to get some points. I don't know what they are. When they go to gold to diamond, we don't really focus on platinum because it is going to be going away. When they go to gold to diamond, they're going to get points too. So go through, if you've been here a while, you have some enrollments, go in your back office, go under organization, personally enrolled team, and look to see what their kits are. If they're a silver, ask them if they'd like to continue and upgrade to gold. They'll get a free sleeve. They can get 2x39 and a free supporting patch, which is really cool for $200. Okay, see who you can get to upgrade. And they think it's a promotion, you know. And, you know, you can throw out stuff every once in a while, like, hey, if you do this, you know, I'm offering this week a $20 cash back or whatever you want to do. I may have done that towards the end when I was really nervous about my points. So just so you know that. Okay, so upgrades, that's awesome. We didn't have that before. Rank advancement. So if you're a brand partner, you get to manager, you get a point or some points. I don't know the point qualifications. Get to manager as soon as possible. If you're a manager, get to director as soon as possible because you get points for getting to the next rank. Okay, so like for me, I'd have to jump all the way up to SPD. That's a huge rank. So, you know, we all know I say this, act of God. If we're all doing this, I could, you know, this team could get to SPD, but that's a big jump. It's 100,000 in points. So, but from brand partner to manager, manager to director, director to senior director, you're going to get points for upgrade or for rank advancing. Now, another thing they're doing is helping your team rank advance. So this is when we are really talking about tap rooting. You hear this word a lot. Google it or go to YouTube and learn about tap rooting, but really working through the people that are on your team to get to their prospects, to get to their team and help them and help your personally enrolled team get to manager. When you do that, you're going to get points. When you help them get to director, you're going to get points. So there's other ways that you can earn the points besides new enrollments. And then I love this too. Maintain whatever rank you are. So if you're not a manager yet, get to manager and maintain it. Every week that you maintain manager, you get a point. So say you are a brand partner now, you were a manager, or maybe you haven't even been a manager yet. Get to manager as soon as possible. And every single week you stay manager, you get a point. That's 18 points. That means you only need 42 points to get to Punta Cana, trip for 2. That's amazing. Okay. So lifetime rank, keep it, maintain it. If you're not there at your lifetime rank, get back to it. Okay. As soon as possible. And then you'll get points every week that you maintain it. Okay. So like I said before, make sure to text your upline PD or SPD for the tracker because Therese got a tracker for us. And also for the script, I'll be happy to send that out, or your SPD will be happy to send it out. And we're focusing on Dr. Jen's video. That's just a really good video. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it yourself. I'm getting a notebook and I'm keeping track of everybody that I'm sending that script out to. And I'm really going to hold myself accountable to doing 5 a day. And let's just see how that flows. Now, Debbie, I would love for you to share why you think people should go to Punta Cana. Because you were at the last incentive trip. Congratulations.
Of course, everybody needs to be there. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. It was my first trip. Third company, first trip. So that tells you something about LifeWave. I don't know. I was telling Therese that when we go to conference, we get around people, but it's about business. But this is relaxation, celebrating ourselves, really getting to know each other. Christy and I, we met some of the other leaders. We made some lifelong friends that we've never met before. And it really made me want to continue. Knowing how many people I helped to get there makes me want to keep going. So they treated you like royalty, like we've talked about. The weather was great. The people, it was just a different atmosphere. I mean, everybody was just so relaxed and just celebrating ourselves. So if we can all go, it was so much fun with the 5 of us. Unfortunately, Renata couldn't join us, but just the 5 of us had so much fun and we connected and I think we got closer. Can you imagine if a lot of us went? I mean, that would be powerful. I mean, our team would be unstoppable if we could do that. So I'm looking forward to going to on this next trip, especially with it being our anniversary. I mean, talking about spoiling us, they would probably really spoil us on this one. And I just want to add to Christy about how to get to the trip is Therese talked about this over a year ago, and I know it helped me get to director. And that's when you put it underneath your pillow and you put, I am certain I will be, wherever you want to be by a certain date. And I like at the time I said director. I'm certain I will be a director by this time. And I'll be darned if it didn't happen. And the same thing with this trip to Cancun. So I would suggest putting it on your pillow and before you go to bed every night, I think Teresa said say it 6 or 7 times with confidence that you are certain that you're going to go. And then I even made, and anybody that wants one of these, I can't get to it now. So on my phone, Evan made a screenshot and it says, I am certain Cancun 2024, let's go. And I'm going to redo that for our next trip. So if anybody wants that for a screensaver on your phone, because every time you look at your phone, you see it. And it's a vision board is great too. And the phone is really good. So
I got mine too.
I know
shared
I
it
made
with
Christy
me.
one. So anybody
Yeah.
that wants one,
No,
I can sure send it to you.
Yeah,
So,
I see it all the time.
I think it helps. I mean,
Yes.
every time, because we pick up our phone how many times a day?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm so glad you mentioned that because so Therese does say to say that affirmation 9 times. That's my favorite number. That's why I remember it. So look at it and then put it underneath your pillow, like in the pillowcase. But say it 9 times before you go to bed, whatever the goal is. So if it is that you want to go to Punta Cana, say, I am grateful that I'm earning the trip for 2 to Punta Cana. And you can put it on note cards everywhere. You can put it in your car, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, put it everywhere. And whenever you see it, you're just going to say, I am grateful that I'm earning a trip for 2 to Punta Cana. And very powerful. And one thing that stuck with me when I heard Debbie talk about this before about Cancun, it's so true. You are in with like-minded people in such a relaxed environment. And it does make a difference then when you're going to convention's super important, but we are just in a totally different environment. We're hanging out at the pool, we're doing different things, you're meeting so many new people. I learned so much. I went on a cave, so we did get an excursion too, and I went on the cave tour. And I learned so much at lunch on that cave tour because I was sitting next to an executive director and she taught me so much. It was like in that brief period of time eating, I was like, whoa, this is so good. Like I just learned so much just by eating lunch with you. So I love that. And I love the friends that you meet. Like I've been on several incentive trips and I've been friends with people, that were 17 years ago. I'm still friends with them today. So I love that you provided a lot of good nuggets, Debbie. Thank you so much. And it was so fun getting to hang out with you. And I can't wait to do it more. So the sisters that went to Punta Cana, we did not record what you had said because we started over, but share a couple of things about Punta Cana Hard Rock Resort that you liked, besides the unlimited ice cream that I'm going for. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Barb. I spoke last time.
My favorite part was karaoke.
Was it? Oh yeah, you're a singer. You're a singer. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and free drinks.
Yeah. Yes. There are free drinks all times of the day, and room service. So Debbie got room service several times in the morning. She had breakfast in bed or on her balcony overlooking the ocean.
Mhm.
And well, what else? It's a beautiful resort, right? It's really huge.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, it's
It's
beautiful.
got 7 restaurants, big pool, nice beach.
Multiple pools, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was,
Casino.
wasn't there different like places where you could go like different bars and stuff too where you could hang out or
Patty, what were you saying?
one that had karaoke.
Casino and ice cream and
Oh,
lots of
casino
restaurants to
too.
eat in.
Casino
the-
and ice cream.
The
You probably
rooms were
could get ice.
fabulous. Yeah, the rooms were
Yeah.
fabulous. They treated us like royalty, like we said,
Amazing.
and yeah, it was a blast. The restaurants were all excellent. There was not a one that was bad. So
Wow.
it's good to know that, hey, it's one of those vacations where you're going to go as a passenger and you're going to come out as cargo,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
like a
So,
cruise.
literally on this trip to Cancun, I do bring a lot of ones because I like to tip people. But other than that, I think we paid for our baggage and that was it. Like that's the only thing that we paid for on this whole trip is, me being, giving out tips and then our baggage, to to and from. Yes.
And then they used to give like, I don't know if Lifeway does this or not, but like you would, when you came to your room, there was a gift on your bed and different things
Yeah.
like that. So that was kind of really cool too.
Yes. So Debbie and I are hoping that they're going to up the game on that because I heard that our events coordinator, we don't have one right now. So yeah, so it's going to get better. Let's just say that.
Sure, right?
But I've been on trips where you come in your room and even before you go on the trip, getting towels that are branded and, bags, beach bags and stuff like that. It's fun. So
I almost want to say we got cash on. Did we get cash on that trip? I'm pretty sure they gave us spending money, like $500 or something, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
honey, that was in New York.
Oh, was that New York? Oh, oopsie.
That was in New York and we got 500.
Debbie's like, what the hell?
yeah, I mean, you never know what they're going to do on incentive trips. I've been on incentive trips where we got like a spa day, so you just never know, excursions, things like that. So I know they're going to treat us good. That's just the way David is. And yeah, I heard the resort. So go look at a video of the resort, check it out, put it on your screensaver, on your computer, on your phone, and just really draw that in. Like, who can I bless today with this amazing technology? The world needs it. The world is praying for it. And so by just making that commitment to sending out 5 texts a day, honestly, I'm just going to go through A all the way down. It's not going to take very long. The follow-up is going to be, when they start messaging me back, that's going to be the part that will be some time, but it's going to be fun. And, Teresa always says, just gamify it, just make it fun, And so does anybody have any questions that I could support you with? Yeah.
I do. So as far as the rule or the 5 things that you're going to do, the rule of 5, is that just texting 5 people? That's it? Or are you doing
That's
more?
what I'm
Well,
going to,
you're going to follow too. But.
yeah. I mean, I do a whole lot more than the rule of 5, but I'm going to get like a notebook and I'm going to do at least 5. I may do more. I just don't want to scare you.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on, some days might be more, but the minimum, my commitment to myself is going to be 5. So that I can, because 10% of 630, that's I'm certain that people are going to join when they see that video, or they're going to know somebody that's going to want to join. You only need 10%,
right?
If you're doing it every day.
So
And not 7 apples on Sunday. You're going to get a bellyache. The doctor says an apple a day, not 7 on Sunday. Because that happens too, right? Where you're like, oh, I didn't do it for 5 days. Let me just go whip out a whole bunch. There's something to be said about consistency. Just like when you're working out and you're eating right, there's something to be said about consistency. So did you have something else, Barbie?
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, I look forward to hearing you sing. I know that you can sing really, really well, and I'm excited to hear. You don't want to hear me sing, but I will go support you. Okay. So any other questions I can support anybody with? Are you guys excited? Are you guys going to go for it? I know the sisters are going for it. I know Debbie's going for it. Raise your hand or give me a heart if you're going to go for it. You go under reaction. Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, reaction.
That's-
Awesome. Look at the hearts.
What is it?
Wonderful.
Oh, there it is.
And just know that as you're doing this, you're going to just help so many people. And we have such great things coming. This is all really going to set us up for a beautiful fall when he launches the new products, whatever they're going to be. So it'll really build momentum in the company. It's going to build momentum in your team. And then Debbie had a great idea. I'm going to do a Zoom on how to get to manager. And then, and I don't know when that will be. I got to look at my schedule. And then I'm going to do another Zoom on how to get to a director. So that way you guys, you know, you can ask specific questions and really get crystal clear on what does it take to get to manager? What does it take to get to director? Would that be helpful?
Answering the director.
Yes.
And see, you know, I'll pop that into the director one. When we do the director one, I'll do the senior director, like just briefly how to get to senior director. Because really all you're doing to get to there is you're getting some volume, but you're also, is there somebody that's not muted? Oh, here we go. I got it. Did I mute myself? Okay. It got so quiet. So yeah, so we're gonna, I can add it. It's just getting, you know, the volume and then getting to directors, and they don't have to be in the same leg. But it's really just helping other people get to manager and director is how you get to senior director. All right, any questions I could support you with before we stop?
I have a couple.
Yes.
Okay, the tracker, the script, will they be on team training? Where would we go to get those?
Yes, I'll put them on, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find who, I'll put them on team training, team connect training. No, team freedom, community,
On the
Facebook page.
Okay.
Yes. But reach out to me if you don't see them there.
Okay, and what I'm hearing is to send out the Dr. Jen video, then to send out the frequencypatchinfo.com in that order.
Yes, we're going to start doing it that way. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but this is what Therese recommends because she's had some people that she's accidentally sent that video to, and they watch that video and they're like, oh my gosh. Because sometimes when you go to frequencypatchesinfo.com, even though you guide them to the 3-minute video, it still is really unclear, like where should the next step be and what really is it, you know? And I think Dr. Jen does a really good job. So the script that I have does include Dr. Jen's video in the script. And then the follow-up, I wouldn't send them both at the same time. The follow-up, if they have questions or they say, I want to do my research. Oh, perfect. I totally understand. I have a link for you that you're going to love. It has all the information that you need to know about X39, the founder, the science, the patents, what the doctors are saying. You can do all your research right there. And if you want to know how it works, watch the first video. That's 3 minutes long. What is phototherapy? And then again, add them to the testimonial group, you guys. So the testimonial group is so powerful, and we are, you know, up to 3,500, over 3,500 people. Imagine when we have over 10,000 people in that group, how powerful that's going to be when you add somebody in it. But I'll tell you what happened the other day. One of our brand partners added somebody to the group, and within 45 minutes, the girl commented on one of the posts and said, I want more information. So I always look up to see who invited them. If I know I didn't invite them, I look to see who invited them. And it was a brand partner named Carrie. And I reached out to Carrie and said, hey, would you mind sending so-and-so some information? She's interested. But she added that person in 45 minutes. She was asking for info. Now, it might be a year. It might be longer. It might be a week. You just never know when they're going to be ready. But I've added people in there a couple of years ago, and then all of a sudden they see a story that I post, because I post a new story in there every day, that resonates with them. And then they're like, okay, I'm really sick and tired of my knee hurting. Maybe I should call Christy. or maybe I should reach out. So I love adding people. So customers, distributors, and prospects can go in that Living Healthy with Me VIP. And the more you have in there, the better it's going to be. And I also currently, right now, if you go to our Facebook page, Team Freedom Community, and you go to featured and go to promotions, you can see the promotion qualifications in there right now. They're just screenshots. They're not, you know, the official, but they're screenshots that I took when we were in Cancun. So feel free to go there and you can look right now specifically what kind of points you're going to get and how you can get there. And I believe I put the tracker in there too. Okay, so you go to featured and promotions. And if you want to know any live events, you go to featured and events. And you can see all the events. I have a lot of the events for April in there already. No, May. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's going to be May. Yeah, so that's very exciting. And Renata is doing, by the way, Shelly, good job on Monday. You did so amazing. And I love those testimonies. And oh my goodness, somebody from going from hospice to not being in hospice, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Such an incredible story and what a gift. So there's always hope, right? There's always hope that we can help somebody, even in hospice. That just gave me the goosebumps when I heard that. But Renata is going to be doing the one on Monday, and I'm sure she's going to have some incredible testimonies as well. So definitely get people on, and hopefully your guest will win the prize. So any other questions before we take off? I appreciate your time.
I've got something I just want to throw out there.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Therese accidentally sending a video out. Well, I did it on purpose to a couple of people. And they actually said, oh, no worries. I'm excited to watch it. So
See?
I'm just saying, maybe do that a few times because that's a good way to send it out. But I thought it was hilarious. I mean, that's.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. You know what happened to me today? I put on my Facebook page in my community, I said, looking for organic chicken eggs. And this gentleman reached out to me and he has all these eggs and he just gets rid of them because he doesn't know, he has too many eggs and he lives 1 block from me. And do you know he sells medical devices? Oh my gosh. And he asked me, he's like, yeah, I looked at your Facebook page. I see you're with LifeWave. And so next time I go to get some chicken eggs, because he said I can go there anytime, I'm definitely going to have Dr. Jen created some beautiful brochures. And so I'm going to get those brochures and you can put one patch on it. He didn't charge me for some eggs. So I'm going to give him probably a week's worth of X39 just because he's so gracious. And he gave me a bunch of eggs. But I'm like, oh, this is such a gold mine. I know he's going to be excited when he learns what I have to offer. So you never know who's living in your neighborhood.
I think Stacy has her hand up too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Unmute myself. Debbie, would you mind expanding a little bit more on the accidental text that you sent? I just want to kind of know what the verbiage was and stuff. Like, what did you do?
I just sent Dr. Jen's video out. And then after I sent it, I just went, oops, sorry, that was for somebody else.
Ah.
And then they just text back and they go, oh, no worries. I'd love to look at it.
Yeah, because when you text it, and seriously, Therese did it, and the lady was like, no, I already clicked on it and started watching it, and I'm interested. So when you text it out, it literally says, what is it says stem cells
by Dr. Jen, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, right there, it's very attracting. So
did you like have a note or something with it when you sent the video, or did you
I think I've just put
video?
something. Here's the video you wanted to check out about the patches or something simple.
Okay.
And just sent it, and then immediately I put, oops, sorry, that wasn't for you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That I want to do. Like, I just want to, like, for a week, I just want to do that to see what kind of.
Yeah, it's
Do it.
interesting. It really, so then that way you don't sound, I mean, you don't seem like you're,
I know, I
telling
love it.
people. Yeah,
So I just sent it to you, Stacy, so you can see what it looks like when it comes through, because it looks beautiful.
yeah.
It says stem cell activation with X39 by Dr. Jen. I mean,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. So, I mean, if you're interested, now I'm going to tell you too, last night I was watching Shark Tank, and there was a guy on there that was talking stem cells, and you guys, he sounded just like us. He sounded just like us, same verbiage, everything. The only thing is, and he didn't get the deal with Shark Tank because the way he's doing it, you don't create a profit right away. He was doing it for pets, and he was taking the umbilical cord like we do for humans from the pets and saving it and using it for animals later like we do for humans. So he found a way, but you should have seen the Shark Tank, the look on their eyes are like, oh my gosh, stem cells, like their eyes lit up. They were like, so I have a friend that knows a lot of influential people. I'm like, do you know Mark Cuban? Because he was so excited about the stem cell concept, but he didn't like the way he was doing it. But I'm just, mark my words, when they say stem cells are the way of the future, it really is the way of the future. And we have something so superior and so affordable. I mean, some of you may have seen the other company that's out there. It's a pill company. It's a stem cell pill company. It's $150. They don't have David. They don't have the science behind it. They don't have the patents behind it. And so, so just know what a special thing we have here. It's very, very special. And the world just needs to know about it. And I know you guys are all excited that somebody had shared it with you. So that's why I'm going to go out with confidence and share these text messages with people, because some of them might say, oh, Christy, quit spamming me. I don't care. I'm just going to plant the seed. And then if they, maybe somebody else will come by and share it with them. They're like, oh, that's what she was talking about. I just want to get people on the patches. Okay. Could be me, could be with somebody else. I don't know, but that's just my goal. So I could talk forever, you know, I can. So any questions? If you have any, yes.
I have another one. Sorry. I just thought of this about qualification, and you might have said it, but if you did, I missed it. So let's say we enroll 20 people in the next 2 weeks, 10, whatever. Do they have to still be active at the end of the qualification period?
No, and literally,
are you freaking kidding me?
No. And literally the customer only needs to order $99.95 and you get a point.
What?
Yeah.
So like, I could like heavy load this thing. Like I could do it all in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks, not do anything. And if they don't stay active,
they don't have to stay active.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, read the qualifications.
Might know what I'm referring to, because they always had to stay active throughout the entire qualification period.
Nope, not this time. Even last time they didn't. They just had to order $150 for customers, and that was it. That was it.
Okay, people,
so it's $100
on this trip. Like,
yes, I know, right? See, you're getting it. It's starting to click here. That's good. Yes, it's, you know, Oz said that he's never seen a company have this kind of qualifications. And honestly, the qualifications weren't like this 2 trips ago. It's much more obtainable for the average person to either that's been in for a while or that's just coming in to just do the activity, get the results. I mean, even Eric Worre will say, you can ask people, look, I'm not asking you to join. I'm not asking you to sell. I just want you to try this for 30 days. If you just do that and get customers, I'm just asking you to try for 30 days. That's it. That's all you need.
Oh my gosh, that's gold. You need to make sure you put that in a text on our Facebook group. Seriously.
Okay.
Do a little recording, like maybe even for the next couple weeks, just do like 1 tip videos.
Okay.
Something like that. I think that would be really helpful.
Okay.
To earn.
I will. I will. Hold me accountable too. I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow because I'll have my face on again tomorrow.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just like that, just say, hey, I've got a great tip to help us earn the trip from Eric Warray, and just
Yeah.
share that. Say,
Okay.
I'll have another one for you tomorrow. Tune in. Just
Yeah.
like, I love
All
it.
right. All right, let's do it. Well, I'm very excited. I believe we're going to help a lot of people. So certain about that. And thank you for your time. I know it's so late. But like I said, I just couldn't figure out another time to squeeze it in before the 29th. And I just want to make sure we get this done. So reach out if you have any questions further after this, and look forward to seeing you guys in Punta Cana. And again, we'll have the replay real soon as Renata gets that up. I'll have her post it in the group.
Thank you.
All right. Love you guys. Take
Thanks.
care. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Debbie,
Thank
for
you.
helping me. Bye-bye.
Bye.